Test. Okay. Oh. Welcome to the stream, Exitlag boy. The chat was not loaded, so basically showed me an empty chat and I couldn't answer the questions. I would say build poster is better for giant hunting. Because if you're Jester, and you do not want to reset specifically for it, then you will have to do hit and run, and that's pretty stressful. It's not like staying there, dodging a little. I would definitely say Psykeeper is better for giant hunting than Elementer. You're having more single target DPS and more CC. For giant hunting, you need to take a look at the giant hunting guides. There you will see how much HP you need. And then based on the gear you have, you will need to add that much stamina to reach the certain gap. So because for example, the stamina amount would be different if you're having like a +6 set compared to a +10 set. That's why you cannot suggest a stamina amount there. Ja, ich habe 40 Stamina gestattet hier für die Wüste. Um safe zu sein. Wait, Asir still wide the game? I don't understand this question. Asir still wide the game? I don't know. I added 40 actual points. Thanks for the kind words, Ichu. Asir, no, Asir is not in the game, it's Madrigal only. If Asir would be in the game, why would we be leveling here at Bears? We could be leveling totally relaxed with a following Ringmaster by foot in Asir. Tada, I think that scroll would be more or less useless, because the most expensive 4% cards are, what's it called? Are worth about 10 million, and the remove cost is already at 5 mil, so there's no value to gain with this scroll, and there's no reason to ever remove a 7% card from a suit, because that would mean that you actually mistakenly put the wrong 7% card in, and yeah, that would be ridiculously stupid, I don't know. It must be really leveling up in that level. Yeah, well, it's a grind, if that's what you mean. You gotta grind, that's a grind genre MMO. So all you do is grind all day. Getting them EXP. Just to have a better stamina per HP ratio in Siege. That's basically the only reason why you grind from this point on. Better ratio. You get rest. In about 3 to 4 hours, I will go walk the doggo. And that's probably my rest, probably grabbing some lunch. And then we will continue the event. Because I currently work 10 to 12 hours a day, which means during the week I get almost nothing done in the game. Maybe squeezing in 1 to 2 hours of leveling in the end, but other than that, that's impossible. Like, it's really hard to keep up with the players that currently still have a lot of time to push level. And it would also be better if I had a full-time ringmaster with me. people are not too eager to level with 1v1 players. Why the heck do I get food in the inventory? If I remember, they have an event for every class to reach 120 to get a reward. No, I will not get first Yo-Yo Jester, dude. I'm like 12 levels behind the first one, and like I just said, I have no time. Even in the 2 weeks where I had vacation just to level up, I was gone 4 days of the 2 weeks. It's really unrealistic. That would basically have to mean that everyone is stopping to level for, I don't know, X hours or whatever. If everyone stops leveling for like a month, then I can maybe get 100. When you will post Clockwork's video? Definitely not today during EXP event. And tomorrow I will most likely edit the Siege video first. Yo-Yo Jester does not have an AoE ability, but you could, as a Yo-Yo Jester, theoretically, you could be using a bow to use Arrow Rain, but this AoE has a cooldown and it's not really good. So Jester cannot level AoE. I can't grind more than 2 hours, lol. It's like I'm playing Brain Dead if I play more than that. Well, grinding in Flyff is either being in Discord with friends, hanging out and having fun, or it's based on like streaming, interacting with the chat and such. If you're doing grinding, just like, or like at least like grinding and watching some what's it called? Watching some Netflix or whatever, but like grinding without having anything to do on the side feels really boring. Like the side, I don't know, side task needs to be good and entertaining. Yes, Yo-Yo Jester is the only class without AoE. Some people want AoE for Yo-Yo Jester, but I don't know. I see no reason for it. My opinion is actually that too many classes in Flyff already have similar stuff to do, and I think the classes should have more different leveling approaches instead of like either AoE or 1v1. Yes, I would like, let's say, streaming itself doesn't help at all. Like streaming itself is boring. streaming is only as much fun as active the chat is. So for example, if you're streaming and you have like, I don't know, 5 viewers, the chat is never active or whatsoever, then it's really boring. Like streaming is no fun. But if the chat is active, you can interact, you can help players with questions or like answer stuff, like talk about things. Like this is where the fun comes in and where basically the boring grind turns into something you can endure. Rate your char from 1 to 10. If I'm rating it gear-wise, I would currently say it's a 4. Among your friends, you have the highest level char? No. They all out-leveled me last week when I was working. Like, at least, like, most of the PvP players in my guild. If you want to know the correct dex values for only one build poster, take a look at the guides. All the values are noted there, compared with gear suggestions. What is recommended stat for level 75 build poster 1v1 with HNUX and Allen set? It's also in the guide. It will show you how much dex you need. The thing is, with a build poster, for example, at this stage, without using all the power-ups, you will have a hard time getting 100% attack speed, for example. So you will have to cut back a bit on the attack speed. 100 attack speed is must. Not in the early game. Once you are 105, it's must have. Prior than that, it depends. Like you're slowly working your way up there. Like you, for example, you cannot go full dex and sacrifice all of your base damage just to do a crit, cause with no base damage the crit will also not be good. Recommended weapon for fresh Psykeeper. I level 65 wand whatever with Spirit Bomb damage percent on it. Will do the job until you're able to get an Historic wand with the same damage percent. Can I ask a personal question? What do you do work? I am a consultant. Which one is good for Ranger AoE, Jibo or Hispo? Jibo is better if you're talking about like the overall survivability. And if you're talking damage-wise, the H-bow is actually better. So if you're really sure about your hit and run skills, you can also go Historic Bow. If you wanna play like an off-tank ranger, so you can abuse the arrow rain damage as well, and you're like slightly tanking, then Jibo is better. Yes, you will go Angel. Like if you're AoE Ranger, it's usually G-Bow into Angel Bow into Mystical Silver Bow. This is basically your return, and trying to have flame arrow damage percent on the bows would be great. Now guys, full strength is almost never good. There's only a real few what's it called? A real few build classes that can actually play full strength and be useful, and this is only due to them having like sets that give attack speed percent and stuff like this. I personally, if I would be playing Hit and Run Ranger, I would not bother with any bow that has not like 20% flame arrow damage percent on it. And prior to Angel Bow, I would probably use NPC bows with a high percentage, or if I'm able to buy a green bow, then I would just use this. With all the effects on the bows, I would not really care. Are bow jesters not a thing in Flyff universe? Crits do not knock back, so this is the first thing. And then jesters are nerfed as well. Your bow jesters are nerfed as well. So yeah, overall not a good class, and I would never suggest playing it based on the knowledge that we have now. Moin Pony, was hältst du von einem Hit-and-Run-Psy voll Int ab 75? Das ist die beste Variante, Psykeeper zu spielen, aber halt auch die teuerste, weil wenn du quasi nicht permanent Speed Scrolls benutzt, ist die Klasse nutzlos. Brother, how does AoE Blade compare against AoE Knights? I would say they're exactly even. So the Blade can tank a lot due to his block rate, and the Knight can tank a lot due to his stun from his AoE. So they're pretty decent, both on a same level, I would say. Schluss, Lumi! Nein. Du warst doch unterm Tisch schlafen. Was machst du denn jetzt? Der Psykeeper hat keinen Speed-Debuff für die Monster, so wie Ranger oder Elementor, und somit brauchst du quasi die Speed, dass du genug Gap bekommst, um dann deine Skills zu casten, um einen vernünftigen DPS zu bekommen. Oh yeah, Flaming Bow is the most overrated item. Like, I don't know why people are so eager to get this. Sweet insights. I got sick of playing full support Ringmaster, stopped at 80, time to AoE played. But what? You're a Ringmaster? You leveled it to level 80 and now you're a plate? Why don't you just, if you want AoE, why don't you AoE with the Ringmaster? Like, why are you making your life harder and wasting all the time you put in? Nee, würde ich nicht sagen. Also würdest du sagen, ein Face-Tank AoE Psykeeper ist leichter, angenehmer zu spielen? Nee, würde ich nicht sagen. Ich würde sagen, es ist schwieriger zu spielen, unangenehmer, brauchst permanent Heal eigentlich von einem Ringmaster, und bei dem anderen musst du einfach nur wegrennen. Wenn HNR Psykeeper, ja, dann musst du halt One-on-One spielen, ne, wenn du es dir nicht leisten kannst. Oder quasi einfach gegen gehen mit dem Psykeeper, solange bis du es dir halt leisten kannst, den Level Path bis zu welchem, was auch immer für einem Level du quasi kommen willst. Hey, I just got to 65 night, been doing 1v1. Until now, should I keep doing 1v1 or AoE to level up fastest? You should go AoE route, Suren. Lumi, Schluss. Give me 1 second, I need to get a water. Kleiner Teufel. Du Wiesel. God, this fucking shell on the ground. Nee, ich bin mit dem Euro-Adjuster nicht auf 126 Decks, weil der Guide nicht vorsieht, dass man alle Power-Ups benutzt und ich benutze quasi Speed-Power-Ups etc. Außerdem ist 126 Decks ein Level 90er Bild und kein 105er Bild. So nebenbei. Ne, ich bin bei 91 Decks. Also, du musst ja auch gucken, was du für ein Set hast. Du machst eine Referenz zu einem 90er Guide, Level 90er Guide. Ich bin 105, ich trage ein 105er Set, kein 90er Set. Da ist das Bild ja komplett anders. Also die Builds sind ja quasi abhängig davon, was für Set-Effekte und Waffeneffekte du hast. Sollte ich am besten immer bei Mobs leveln, die 3 Level über mir sind, wegen Droprate, oder einfach am höchsten gehen, um 1-in-1? Also wenn du quasi die meiste EXP haben willst, dann kannst du nicht als 1v1 bei 3 Leveln über dir leveln. Aber wenn du quasi das meiste Geld haben möchtest, dann levelst du so. Das ist quasi kommt drauf an, wo du die Priorität setzt. Der einzige Grund, warum ich nur 3 Level über mir level ist, weil sie mir zu stark sind, ich gerade keinen Ringmaster habe quasi und die mich einfach dann one-shotten hier in der Wüste. Aber vor der Wüste kann man als 1v1 eigentlich schon easy so 7 bis 9 Level über sich leveln, solange dein Gear gut genug ist. Also wenn wir quasi 106 sind, ändern wir das Element, sodass wir quasi gegen die Surgeons und die Captains gut sind, weil momentan versuchen wir ja die Privates und die Specialists zu farmen. So, wir killen auch andere, ne, aber das ist quasi unser Hauptfokus, weil wir dafür das richtige Element haben. What are those 15 and 17 buffs really for? If you mean those are party scrolls that I bought. So I can stack the party and whatsoever. Pure strength is a really bad idea on Yo-Yo Chester. Just take a look at the guides. I never recommend full strength. How much do I get per mob? No, that's... I'm getting 0.03 per mob. Yes, 0.03. Bringt das AFK-Liedchen dem Leveler noch was? Also habe ich gerade eben Party aufgehabt. Du siehst hier in Settings EXP-Bonus, erster Wert. Wird quasi durch die AFK-Leacher erhöht. Also man will schon AFK-Leacher haben, falls möglich. Ne? Und der zweite Wert ist der Bonuswert quasi, den man bekommt, wenn andere Leute aktiv sind. Zum Beispiel wenn Syn jetzt hier hinten Mobs tötet und so, ne? Dann habe ich nochmal 25% EXP-Bonus, aber bei der Level-Stage, wo wir sind, quasi merkst du das gar nicht in den normalen EXP hier. Keine Chance, das so zu erkennen. Dafür sind die Zahlen schon zu klein. Should I be full Dex Billposter? Nope, you should not. That sounds like a horrible idea. You have no base damage, so for your crits to actually scale with. So like, it's really simple. Like for example, let's say, like just do it normal math. You have one multiplicator times 1 and 1 is 100. So you have a total of 101 points. If you add it up, it gives you a value of 100. But you could also distribute your points into like 50 and 51. You would also have a value of 100 points in total, but you would have 200, what's it called? 255 5 points after the multiplication. And playing this game means you have to adjust both values so you're getting the highest multiplicator out of it. That's the key of the game, if you're looking at stats. How much is the nice suit? I would say probably about 30k at the moment. Knight is full strength. Knight can go full strength. In the late game, Knight can even AoE full strength. If his gear is good. Guys, the stats that you have to put for certain classes are all in the guides set. Just take a look at the guide and it will give you a list of the stats. On the channel. No, in the channel. This channel has guides for every class. Every stat build, whatever you want to look at, it's basically on this channel. And you can just take a look at the videos, and if you like do not understand the video or whatever, then I will try to help you with a specific question. But like, if you guys keep asking the same questions over and over, it will get pretty boring for players that are regularly watching, because I will have to repeat the same thing over and over that you can research yourself in like 2 minutes on the channel. Because all the guides also have timestamps, so basically if you're interested in the stats, you just go to the recording guide, look at the timestamp, it's 2 clicks and then you have the stats ready. It's really low effort for you guys. If you're a 35 AoE assist, like the amount of monsters you gather is not a fixed amount. Like, you should gather as many mobs as you are able to tank. And if you already have like a ringmaster with you that can heal you, of course this amount will go up. If you want to have the most cash overall, you will only tank mobs that are 3 levels higher than you. If not, you will have to try to balance out if it's better to tank a few monsters and at higher levels, or if it's better to tank a lot of monsters at a lower level. And then you will have it figured out. And if it's the same that you can do, like always try to go there where you can tank more monsters for the same EXP and the same kill speed, because this will give you more drops overall. Like on some of those questions, basically you need to, what's it called? For those questions, you actually need to test out a bit yourself. And then once you, because it always depends what kind of gear you have. Like for example, someone with a +10 gear, he will tank totally different amounts and have a totally different kill speed. If I use scroll of upgrade effect and I change the element on my weapon, will it cancel? I don't know. I have no idea. I've never used the scroll. I did use the scroll when I was trying to figure out what it did, but my weapon didn't have high enough elements, so I couldn't see the effect. But I don't know a lot about the scroll. But I highly doubt that you have to use it again. I don't know. That would be weird. Because when you use the scroll, it is actually writing a note in your weapon description where it says here like the new upgrade effect is in place, and I don't think this note will get reworded when you're changing your element, because that would be really expensive, because like in leveling with the element change scrolls, you're changing your element all the time.
Moin.
Was geht, was geht?
Hat Kaffee getrunken.
Und jetzt bist du hibbelig?
Ein wenig.
Dann geh mal leveln.
Bin schon dabei.
Und hast schon Faye gehört von gestern?
Habe ich schon was?
Hast du schon Faye gehört von gestern, wo ich gezogen habe?
Nee, was?
Kompletten Siege ohne Suit gespielt.
Was?
Ja, ich habe einfach meine Suit quasi im Inventar gehabt, weil ich den Element Defense Stone drauf machen wollte. Und als ich Power-Ups reingehauen habe, habe ich es vergessen. Und ich habe den kompletten Siege gestern ohne Suit gespielt. Ich hatte halt einfach nur 3 Setplatz an. Kein Set-Effekt quasi, keine Piercings von der Suit, nichts. Keine Element-Defense, gar nichts.
Was für Karten hattest du drauf? Drin?
16%.
Okay, aber trotzdem. Wie viel bist du geworden?
Ich glaube 7.
Aber also jetzt mal ohne Spaß, dafür ist das ja richtig stark, ey.
Das habe ich mir auch gedacht. Das habe ich mir auch gedacht.
Das ist echt heftig, also wirklich jetzt ohne Scheiß.
Ja. Ich musste zwischendrin leider resetten gehen auf Full Stamina, weil ich halt quasi ich habe das Inventar auch einmal aufgemacht zum Resetten, ne? Und nicht gesehen. Und ich musste resetten für Full Stamina, weil ich irgendwie nicht genug HP hatte und ich wusste nicht warum.
Ist dein Set plus 10 schon?
Hä?
Ist dein Set plus 10 schon?
Nee. Ich habe 20k F-Coins investiert und versucht es plus 10 zu machen. Ich habe keinen einzigen abbekommen. Leider. Ich muss jetzt gerade wieder Materialien sammeln. Meine F-Coins gehen auch langsam zu Neige.
Ja, was machst du dann?
Ja, vorzugsweise auf ein Top-Up-Event warten, weil so wie die Preise sind, will ich eigentlich nicht für Gear donaten. Wenn dann nur für Power-Ups oder Amms, wo ich zum Leveln brauche oder so, aber
ja.
Bei den Preisen will ich eigentlich keinen Gear pushen. Und ich meine, es war jetzt nicht der beste Siege, aber wäre vielleicht ein bisschen besser gegangen, weil übel oft konnte ich Leute einfach nicht töten, weil ich nicht genug Damage hatte und so, ne? Und die haben dann überlebt mit 1k oder sowas oder 200, 300 HP, ne? Das waren schon, also durch den Fehler sind schon sehr, sehr viele Kills flöten gegangen.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, die 16%, die hätten bestimmt ordentlich was.
Das sind 20%. Set ist plus 9, es gibt 4% ATK und All-Stat und so.
Was ist der Unterschied von plus 9 zu plus 10?
1% ATK mehr, ein All-Stat mehr und das geilste, also der Grund, warum du es eigentlich im PvP brauchst, ist, wie heißt's? Weil du von 10% auf 20% HP switcht, von 9 auf 10. Das ist richtig strong.
Also 10% HP Unterschied.
Ja.
Ja, okay.
Der ist richtig stark.
Ja.
Ja gut, ich meine,
schade. Wer plus 9
wir haben auch gestern einfach die ganzen Defense-Effekte vom Jesus gefehlt, ne, und 25% HP. 20% ATK und so, aber keine Glanzleistung. Das will ich machen.
Passiert dem Besten. Aber passiert dir ganz sicher nie mehr in deinem ganzen Leben.
Das würde ja bedeuten, dass es vorher auch noch nie passiert ist, ne?
Nicht dein Ernst.
Und ich habe schon mal gesiegt und quasi, ich habe eigentlich gedacht, mein Switch ist safe, ich muss den nicht mehr prüfen, ne? Weil ich da so 10, 12 Sieges gemacht habe und Es lief alles gut. Und da hatte ich Psykeeper gespielt gehabt. Und immer wenn ich geswitcht habe und dass meine Bomben connecten, ne, habe ich plötzlich die krass High Health Targets nicht mehr rausbekommen, so. Und da habe ich quasi auch nur Waffe und Shield geswitcht und Set ging gar nicht. Aber irgendwie hat es doch gereicht, dass die, sag ich mal, schon 3/4 der Leute trotzdem killen konnte. So, solange der Switch into Bomb Connect richtig war.
Oh Mann, ey.
Ja, mal gucken.
Ich habe aber auch schon mal eine Glanzleistung gehabt.
Wegen?
Auch bei Siege. Ich dachte mir, komm, nochmal alles upgraden, was geht. Ich hatte nur 3 Pierces auf der Suit. Und hatte aber schon meine 4. Lightning Card 7%. Und das habe ich dann noch mit Ach und Krach mit der letzten Kohle kurz vor Siege auf das 4. Pierce gekriegt. Dachte mir, geil, bin dann in Siege reingegangen. Aber ich hatte wirklich alles an Kohle reingebuttert, was ich noch hatte.
Ah, kein Hop.
Konnte dann, glaube ich, nochmal einen Hop
Ja, okay.
und der Rest war mit Vital Step.
Gut, das ist jedem schon mal passiert, ne?
Ja, vermutlich schon.
Ja, irgendjemand passiert das immer so. Das ist halt so ein Ding, ne?
Ja.
Gestern war Siege Entry mega günstig, ne? 15 Mio.
Was?
Und das war schon zu viel, wir hätten für 5 Mio reingekonnt.
Warum?
Es waren nur 6 Gilden da. Das ist halt die Uhrzeit ist scheiße, so, ne? Also,
Ja.
samstags, also unter der Woche finde ich das okay. Aber am Wochenende, ich meine, es ist ein Tag unter der Woche, da kann man auch ein bisschen länger aufbleiben, dass man arbeitet. Und am Wochenende ist es aber genau da, wo die Leute eigentlich feiern sind und so, ne?
Ja, das ist das. Also, ich habe ja schon gesagt, mittwochs dann bleibe ich halt ein bisschen länger wach, penne dann ein bisschen weniger. Das kann ich irgendwie mal opfern. Aber samstags abends bin ich wirklich fast immer unterwegs, sei ehrlich.
Gut, also halt, ich kenne halt keine Leute, die quasi keine Gamer sind. Das heißt, jeder von denen hat Verständnis, wenn ich sage, jo, ich muss kurz Siege zocken, so. Und dann geht's einfach weiter. Ich mag das nicht, mit Leuten abzuhängen, die nicht zocken. Ich find's komisch.
Die sind auch ganz in Ordnung.
Was denn?
Leute, die nicht zocken, sind aber auch ganz in Ordnung. Wenn
Ja,
die
über was, also
konsumieren
halt,
das
ich habe immer das
viel
Problem, über was rede ich mit denen so, ne?
übers Wetter,
Ja,
was die Politik falsch macht.
was die Politik halt macht, Alter. Meine Ansichten sind immer so, mich interessiert davon nichts, ne? Solange ich nicht mehr Steuern zahlen muss. Der Rest ist mir egal. Die machen, was die wollen. Das ganze Demokratiesystem ist eh eine Farce, solange die quasi nicht verpflichtend ihre Wahlversprechen einhalten müssen. Eh alles nur Trug.
Auf jeden Fall. Ja, voll die Ottos, die Politiker werden, haben voll viele keinen Abschluss und so. Kommt da über Kontakte rein.
Mir ist doch egal, ob die einen Abschluss machen. Kann doch nicht sein, ist mir, also ich meine, der kann ja trotzdem clever sein und irgendwas können. Da würde ich ja noch drüber hinwegsehen, vollkommen Wurst, ne? Aber du kannst doch nicht ein Parteiprogramm aufsetzen mit 20 Punkten quasi, ne? Dann voten die Leute für diese Punkte, weil die wollen, dass das umgesetzt wird. Und dann ist es legitim und legal, dass die davon 5 umsetzen. So. Und sonst nichts. Und wo ich mir halt denke, das müssten halt irgendwelche krassen Strafzahlungen sein, ne, dass die Partei mehr oder minder danach richtig am Arsch ist, wenn die quasi irgendwas verkacken. Sodass die sich mal Mühe geben, den ganzen Scheiß auch durchzuziehen. Wäre alles viel einfacher. Dann würdest du nämlich auch wählen für die Sachen, wo du eigentlich möchtest und nicht so ein bisschen Lotto spielen wie, oh ja, die haben 20 Sachen aufgeschrieben, vielleicht machen sie die 4, wo mir gefallen. Mal gucken. Das ist doch
Ja,
keine
das ist schon
Demokratie.
Viele wählen ja auch einfach nur immer dieselbe Partei. Dann hörst du sowas wie, ich bin ein eingefleischter FDP-Wähler oder
Ja,
so.
ja, ist egal, was die machen. Ja. Oh Mann, mein Opa auch. Ich glaube, der wählt immer CDU. Nonstop.
Ja, siehst du, das ist halt voll dumm. Also,
So.
keine Ahnung.
Das hat auch nichts mit Demokratie zu tun. Das ist,
Nee, irgendwie gar nicht. Und du siehst ja, was passiert. Die waren so lange an der Regierung, das ist eigentlich scheißegal, was die gemacht haben und ob die überhaupt was gemacht haben. So, mal wieder kurz was Flyff-related-mäßiges. Was schätzt du, ist mein Historic-Jojo wert? Ungefähr.
weiß ich nicht, hat sich nicht bei mir vorgestellt. Ich weiß nicht, wie es aussieht.
Das ist plus 8, plus 7 Element. 15% Crossline Damage, aber ich glaube, das kann ich ignorieren.
Das ist irrelevant. Also
Mehr
meins
Tipp-
war fast genau gleich, ne?
Mhm.
Ich habe das für 25k verkauft, das ist so eine Woche her, also wahrscheinlich jetzt so 12,5k.
Aber das ist noch STR, STA statted.
Ja gut, das ist irrelevant, das macht. Also manche Leute zahlen vielleicht dafür, aber die sind einfach dumm, weil die Stats, wo da drauf sind, sorgt weder dafür, dass du irgendwas überlebst, noch dass du quasi einen Hit weniger machst auf dem Mob.
Ja, 2 STR, 1 STA oder sowas, das ist unwichtig eigentlich.
Ja. Also, keine Ahnung, wenn es wirklich halb ist, ne, vielleicht kriegst du noch mehr dafür. Also ich habe aber jetzt auch schon His-Jojos in der City gesehen, die waren apt für 200 Mio circa. Das wäre noch weniger. Also
Ja, ich
würde es wahrscheinlich nicht über Shop verkaufen, sondern über Shout.
Ja, ich habe jetzt Current Offer 170 Mille, das ist 7k.
Ja. Also ich denke mal so 10k wäre ein guter Deal, 8k wäre wahrscheinlich auch noch okay, aber ja.
Ja, es wird halt immer weniger. Deswegen sehe ich jetzt zu, dass ich hier schnell loswerde.
Ich muss sagen, der Value von Historaphen ist schon noch gut. Logischerweise so ein Ticken am Troppen. Aber wenn du es mal vergleichst mit LG, ne, immer noch richtig gut.
Ja, LG Jojos kriegst du jetzt schon für 25, 20 Mille.
Ja.
Also das ist wirklich nichts.
Das ist ja auch das, was ich gesagt habe, weil ich gesagt habe, der eine Dude, Alter, der ist geisteskrank, dass der LG Jojos für 45 KF-Coins verkaufen will. Macht gar keinen Sinn. Jetzt, einer im Chat hat gerade gesagt, dass er His Jojo für plus 10 Fire für 510 Mil gekauft hat.
Bin halt unsicher, ob ich im Moment lieber Penia oder lieber F-Coins nehmen soll. Wahrscheinlich eher F-Coins.
Immer F-Coins over Penya.
Ja.
Außer du brauchst die Penya gerade zum Appen oder so, ne? Aber.
Ich habe noch 50 Mille so in meinem Pocket drin. Ich glaube, das reicht erstmal für die Upgrades, oder?
Drauf an, was du machen willst. Also ich brauche jetzt fürs nächste Set plus 10 Attempt, brauche ich 100 Mio, 200 Power Dice 6 und 80k Metz.
Also plus 10 Attempt brauche ich ehrlich gesagt noch gar nicht dran denken. Also plus 8 ist schon gut bei mir. Angel Jojo werde ich mindestens auf plus 9 machen. Und meine Ringe und so, das ist eigentlich ganz okay.
Also ich würde das Angel Jojo plus 10 machen. Mit dem Stat, wo drauf ist.
Ja, hast eigentlich recht, das stimmt.
Außerdem könnte ich das dann nämlich mit dem nämlich siegen, während du nicht da kannst.
Ja, also kannst du wirklich machen. Ich glaube nicht, dass du mir das abziehst, ehrlich.
Meistens nicht so, ne?
Ja, bei den Schwaben, da muss man echt aufpassen.
Bei den Schwaben, ja. Ich sage, wenn ich es hätte haben wollen, hätte ich es. Schon.
Ja,
Im Invi.
ganz sicher.
Ich will halt eigentlich nicht im Angel Jojo siegen, das ist halt das Ding. Das ist eigentlich.
Möchtest du nicht was?
Ich will ja eigentlich damit gar nicht siegen, ich will ja eigentlich mit dem Mystical siegen. Aber.
Ja, das musst du erstmal kriegen. Ich glaube, da gibt es noch keins.
Nee, ich habe gestern schon ein Offer bekommen, aber der wollte es quasi nur gegen Real Cash verkaufen. Also habe ich ihn mal schön reported wegen RMT.
Hast du sehr gut gemacht. Wie viel wollt ihr denn haben?
Keine Ahnung, bin nicht drauf eingegangen.
Ah, okay. Hast auch gar nicht beantwortet, was?
Ich habe es nur reported halt.
Sehr gut.
Weil es langsam auf den Keks geht. Also quasi, das sind ja nicht nur die Leute, wo wirklich AMT machen, ne? Es sind ja auch quasi ein Haufen Hater, die mich anschreiben und mich irgendwie in irgendwas Illegales verwickeln wollen, dass die mich reporten können, ne?
Mhm.
Und dann habe ich ständig halt Leute, die quasi Discords-Account machen von anderen Streamern oder so, weil die irgendwie denken, dass ich mit denen dicke bin und die fragen mich dann nach meinen Login-Daten und so ein Scheiß. Also, ja.
Menschen sind einfach Kacke, ich sag's dir.
Also das ist
Hunde
richtig
sind die besseren
absurd.
Menschen.
Ja gut, ich sag mal
Hunde
so,
sind
wenn
die
jetzt,
besseren Menschen.
keine Ahnung, wenn jetzt meine Freundin unterm Tisch liegen würde mit ihrem Kopf auf dem Fuß und mir so quasi gegen das Schienbein atmet, das wäre schon weird, ja.
Oder wenn sie an alleine mit dir draußen spazieren gehen würde, wäre auch ein bisschen weird.
Das wäre wahrscheinlich realistischer als das mit dem unterm Tisch liegen.
Ohne Scheiß, das habe ich sogar wirklich schon gesehen, als ich mal einen Einsatz in Köln hatte.
Also in der Stadt richtig oder quasi einfach irgendwie im Hinterhof oder so?
Nein, in der Stadt.
Okay. Ja, ich meine, wenn man das braucht. Es gibt ja auch einen Haufen Leute, die quasi dieses, wie heißt das, Hundefetisch oder so haben, ne? Dass die sich quasi wie Hunde benehmen wollen die ganze Zeit.
Gibt schon kranken Scheiße.
Ja. Das habe ich mal gesehen, irgend so eine Krimiserie habe ich gesehen, wo die quasi einen Fall aufgeklärt haben auf einem Pferdehof. Und da gab es quasi keine, es war ein ganz normaler Pferdehof, ne? Alles 1:1 identisch, bloß es gab keine Pferde, sondern das waren irgendwelche Typen in Leder. Also richtig, richtig weird. Welcome back to the stream, Alexander.
Das kosten im Moment F-Coins so 24 M ungefähr.
Ich verkaufe alle für 25. Außer jemand würde quasi einen größeren Amount kaufen, dann von mir ist auch günstiger. Aber ich muss sagen, ich habe nicht mehr viel. Also ich habe nur noch 40k jetzt quasi übrig. Und das reicht entweder für den plus 10er Attempt oder quasi für den Attempt von 4 Lightning 7. Aber solange der Switch-Shit jetzt immer noch nicht geklärt ist, keine Ahnung.
Du benutzt im Moment Jazz's Set plus 9 mit 16% Attack und
Ja.
nichts anderes. Du switcht auch nicht.
Ja.
Ja.
Und das Gear ist eigentlich schon undergeared, wenn ich so sehe, was die anderen da spielen.
Dann ohne Suit, trotzdem 7. ist schon echt
Sie haben irgendwie
Ansage.
alle plus 10er Sets, 28% ATK. Manche haben schon 28% HP Switch Suit, Stamina Ring und sowas noch zum Wechseln.
Ich will wirklich wissen, wie viel die reingebuttert haben hier, ey.
Ja. Also manche haben sind im Siege von 20k HP zu 40k HP geswitcht. Obwohl es ja eigentlich jetzt nicht erlaubt ist zu switchen. Also zumindest nicht. Also mit 2 Parts wirst du nicht quasi deine HP verdoppeln, ne? So. Das reicht ja nicht.
Bestimmt irgendwelche Third-Party-Makro.
Ja, klar. Also quasi, wenn du Full Gear switcht, ja klar, ist das dann möglich so, ne? Aber du machst keine 20 HP Unterschied, wenn du 2, 3 Sachen von Hand switcht.
Ja.
Und
was sowas angeht, muss ich sagen, finde ich es ganz gut, wenn die das dann wirklich so machen, dass man nicht switchen kann, obwohl das dann langweiliger ist. Aber ich finde das halt übel dumm, wenn Leute so Makro-Programme benutzen.
Hier ist es scheißegal. Sie sollen einfach nur eine Regel festlegen und die Regel dann auch durchsetzen. Weil quasi zu sagen, hey, du darfst nicht switchen, ne? Darfst keine Makros nutzen, das dann aber nicht zu verfolgen, ne? Und ich weiß ganz genau, wenn ich's machen würde, ne? würden 30.000 Hater aus dem Chat oder irgendwas weiß ich, Leute, wo ein PvP verloren haben, mich so lange reporten, bis ich gebannt werde dafür. Während andere das einfach weitermachen und nichts passiert, weil die einfach keiner kennt. Und ich will einfach eine faire Regel haben für alle. Welche die Regel es ist, mittlerweile scheißegal, ich will es einfach nur wissen. Weil ich auch quasi nicht weiß, was ich mit meinem Gear machen soll, ne? Wenn zum Beispiel Switch erlaubt wäre, ne, würde ich das Set nicht auf plus 10 pushen. Dann würde ich quasi 28% ATK First machen, weil es viel wichtiger wäre. Und wenn es quasi, wie heißt's, jetzt nicht erlaubt ist, ne, dann würde ich das Set auf plus 10 machen, weil ich dann quasi erstmal ein bisschen mehr die Defense wollen würde. Und ich die ATK jetzt eh schon drin habe und eh warten muss, bis ich quasi alle 28 habe. Und ich habe gerade kein Budget für plus 10 und 28. Das ist alles doch deutlich teurer, als ich gedacht habe und irgendwie fühlt es sich nicht worth an, jetzt zu donaten. Es gibt keine Upgrade-Bundles und so. Also, ich weiß nicht, fühlt sich alles irgendwie lame an. Ich würde, glaube ich, nur reinhauen, wenn ich im Siege gar nichts mehr reißen würde, einfach nur, weil ich anlagiert wäre.
Also ich habe jetzt nur ein bisschen nochmal gemacht, um mir diese Soulbound Amp Scrolls zu holen, weil die werde ich brauchen.
Soulbound Amps?
Ja, diese Amp Scrolls, die nur 70 F-Coins kosten, anstatt 100.
Achso, die normalen Amps, oder kann man sich da jetzt kaufen?
Ja, die sind halt Soul-Linked, ne? Aber dafür halt nur 70 F-Coins, anstatt 100. Die brauche ich ja so oder so, ne? Da komme ich ja nicht drum rum.
Ich muss dazu sagen, Baby Turtle ist auch was ich immer, also Baby Pinguin und Baby Turtle sind so meine Lieblings-CS-Pads.
Ich finde die beiden auch gut und die Cobra mag ich auch.
Oh, kennst du die goldene Cobra vom P-Server?
Nee, die kenne ich nicht.
4-mal so groß, komplett golden mit einem Rubin-Diamant-Necklace drumherum.
Ah, ich mag keine großen Pads.
Sieht richtig geil aus. Ja, das ist quasi halb so groß ungefähr wie dein Charakter. Also es ist nicht groß, die Cobra ist ja klein.
Ah, okay.
Also sie ist nicht im Weg oder so.
Ja. Ich hätte auch doof, dass das Turtle Soul-Linked dann ist und kannst das nicht traden, wa? Also für die Party-Scrolls lohnt sich das schon, finde ich.
Also mein Knackpunkt ist, ich will keine 100 Euro zahlen für 10k Coins. Es fühlt sich kacke an, nachdem ich fast das Doppelte bekomme für den gleichen Wert.
Yep.
Oh, Alex, Baby Yeti? Ich glaube, ich habe noch einen File auf dem Computer, wo Baby Yeti eine E-Gitarre in der Hand hat und damit rumläuft. Als CS-Pad. Sieht auch mega witzig aus. Und er hat so einen Zylinder auch. Ja, ich weiß auch nicht, warum die nur so langweilige Sachen reinbringen. Ich würde gern ein CS-Set haben, was mir gefällt. So. Sieht ja aus wie so ein oranger Kackpilz, Alter.
Frog-Set. Frog-Set ist Weltklasse.
Hä?
Das Frosch-Set.
Ist klar, Alter.
Ja, also
Ich
das
spiele
war wirklich
sicher
ein
nicht
richtig
das
geiler Zufall für mich,
Franzosen-Set.
weil ich das wirklich immer benutze. Weiß auch nicht warum, ich mag das Frosch-Set irgendwie. Ganz ehrlich, ich finde diesen Froschkopf kombiniert mit diesem grünen Speedset, das sieht gar nicht so schlecht aus.
Also du kannst jetzt versuchen, das weiter schön zu reden. So, ne? Wir wissen beide, dass das einfach nur vielleicht was halbwegs Akzeptables ist aus den Sachen, die es gerade gibt, aber kein geiles CS-Set.
In gewisser Weise hast du recht.
Das ist halt so. Es
Also
gibt
das
so geilen
Froschset,
Scheiß,
das
Alter,
mag ich
in
wirklich,
Flyff.
muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen. Ich mag das wirklich sehr gerne und ich kaufe mir auch auf jedem Server immer das Froschset. Aber ich finde es halt doof, dass man, wenn du die Speed-Effekte haben willst, dass du die anziehen musst.
Also, ja, aber du kaufst dir doch nicht, weil du es geil findest, oder? Du kaufst dir doch so ein bisschen als Troll-Faktor.
Ich kaufe mir alle CS-Sets, also ich laufe immer als Troll-Faktor um. Ich habe
Ja,
nie
also,
seriöse Sachen an.
ja. Also, quasi so vom richtigen Style. Es gibt so geilen Scheiß, ey. Wo so mit
Natürlich so
richtig
richtig
Mühe
geil,
designt
ja.
wurde, nicht so Unfug, Alter.
Ja, ich finde, die könnten ein paar mehr immer jede Woche reinhauen, weil es gibt ja wirklich so unglaublich viele verschiedene Sets.
Klar. Also ich glaube, ich habe über 3000 verschiedene CS-Sets auf dem PC. Ich fahre jetzt dazu.
Ja, dann halt jede Woche immer 2, weiß ich auch nicht, ne?
Ja, also ich würde Plague Matrical Guardia mit Plague Bloody Yo-Yo Skin. Wenn sie das rausbringen würden, ja, das würde ich mir auch gönnen.
Also Plague kenne ich zum Beispiel gar nicht. Keine Ahnung, was das ist.
Ja, einfach quasi das normale Matrical Guardia in schwarz zu redesign. Und das Bloody Yo-Yo halt auch in schwarz redesign.
Black?
Ja?
Du hast am Anfang das mit einem P ausgesprochen. Ich dachte, das wird wie Plagur geschrieben.
Ach so,
weißt du?
nee, Plague.
Ah, das ganz
Wie die
normale Black.
Farbe.
Ja, Black Bloody Jojo, den finde ich richtig geil, das stimmt.
Und das finde ich richtig geil, weil das ist ja quasi schwarz und dann mit dem Goldkontrast dann und das sieht nice aus. Und das Matrica Guardia ist ja nicht schwarz-weiß, sondern schwarz-weiß und die Kanten sind auch mit Gold gemacht, also passt perfekt zueinander.
Ich würde mir wahrscheinlich da eher das Black Bloody Jojo mit einem Skeleton-Set und aber der Pumpkin Mask. Sowas würde ich dann wahrscheinlich eher anziehen. Ich muss halt immer so trollmäßig rumlaufen.
Ich mag halt, wenn alles sehr, sehr aufeinander abgestimmt ist und so. Also perfekt quasi aussieht, alle Sachen gleich identisch sind. Mich nervt schon, wenn quasi das CS-Pad da nicht dazu passt. Das heißt, ich müsste dann quasi noch ein schwarz-goldenes CS-Pad holen. Und da gibt's das Gangster-Luja, so ein schwarzes Luja mit so einer Fuck-Life-Kette.
Nein, echt jetzt? Okay, das finde
Yep.
ich richtig geil. Hast nicht zufällig noch ein paar Quest-Items von Luja rumfliegen? Wahrscheinlich nicht.
Von Luja. Ich habe alles donated. Und die Quest-Items von Luja, die ich über habe, die habe ich eigentlich für Nosk auf den Ringmaster gepackt.
Ah, okay.
Nee, habe ich doch nicht. Okay, nevermind. Das ist egal jetzt. Weil sonst hätte ich dir die gegeben, der ist eh noch nicht in der Nähe zum, wie heißt's? Zum Aktivieren. Welches Level bist du denn jetzt?
Ich bin jetzt 90. Wenn ich jetzt gleich alle Quests gemacht habe, bin ich 91.
Okay.
Hi,
Ja, what's up?
Hey,
do you want me to join you guys?
ja,
Oh, here.
So do I get like full buffs and heal now, or are you like AFK?
No, I'm chilling.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Do you have all the
But-
1v1 buffs maxed?
Sorry?
Do you have all the 1v1 buffs maxed?
What's the first part?
The 1v1
I'm kind of
buffs.
noob. These are the ones I've maxed.
Okay, so what level is your accuracy?
Low. 1.
Only one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bell
Yeah,
doesn't need it.
okay. Yeah, then I'll have to buff accuracy myself. Because if I don't have it, I will just not hit any mobs. Where's the baby penguin at? Here it is.
I hate voice.
Why?
Because I'm shy-ish.
Okay. But how did you get to know Bale then if you like never talked to him?
What's up?
Do you also have Cannonball?
Level 7, so
Okay, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
then I will buff accuracy and Cannonball myself. Those AoE support ringmasters. Not going the amazing life, like supporting 1v1, getting less EXP for more work. So you're also from England?
me?
You're also from England?
No, Netherlands.
Oh yeah, right. He was from the Netherlands. It was Proki that was from. Why do I always keep like I don't know, mixing those two up? Yesterday I was like at least talking 15 minutes to I think to Bale, thinking it was Proki.
Loser. No, I get it. I think everyone is from Germany, but then I find out they're from France or England.
Yeah, we do have a bunch of Germans in here, but it's actually not. I don't think it's even more than 50%. I think it's even lower.
Really?
Like we have a bunch of Germans in the guild, but I think it's lower than 50%. Because some people are like saying we are a German guild, but I don't think
At
that's
first
the
we
case.
were, but it seems to become less.
Yeah. Because the original people, when we formed this guild, were all German. And then we decided to make it international to attract more players.
Oh, I died.
I got res.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Sun restarted Nosk and now we have res.
Is Nosk your alt?
Hmm?
Is Nosk your alt?
Kinda.
For
It's
now.
like it's like the little whore that we reach around, me and Sun, and we share it.
XP isn't that bad for 1 versus 1.
You can increase it if you Holy Cross.
Too much effort. I'm playing on the laptop, so if I had a mouse on it, would be okay, but
Wait, you're playing without a mouse?
yeah.
Okay, sick.
Chilling on the couch.
Yeah, you should go to the cupboard in my living room and pick one of the 10 or 20 mouses that are in there.
Bal has put one on the table for me, but I haven't picked it up yet.
When my girlfriend, she bought a new keyboard that has a touchpad right next to it. So from the couch, she can basically now maneuver all the computer and such for Netflix, because we do not have TVs. And I think that's pretty
Nice.
neat. I didn't even know that it existed. And it was only $20.
She's so smart.
Yeah,
She isn't playing Flyff?
No, she's not. She's like,
Why not?
that game is fucking boring. We played on a private server together, where she leveled a ranger to hero. And as soon as we started ultimate upgrading the ancient bow, and she had like no success and had to refarm the mats, she got so pissed and thought the game was boring and quit. Yeah. Flyff in a nutshell.
Could have been me, to be honest.
I don't know. Like, my upgrade luck on this server is horrible so far.
Your upgrade luck is what?
Horrible. Like, I invested 20k F coins and I didn't get a single part from 9 to 10 of my set.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't even have everything plus 6 yet. Plus 6 yet. Whoa.
Right, you need 5 more levels, right? For the necklace set, and then you can start upgrading?
Yep.
Or are you gonna switch
Sorry.
to AoE at 95?
I don't think so. Maybe later. Don't know yet. For that new level 105 set, I also need a bunch of penya. So I'll see.
Well, maybe you're lucky and we're dropping it.
No. Keep dreaming.
I don't know, like, in the whole week, I was leveling about, let's say, 6 hours. I didn't get a single red drop. And yesterday, I think I only leveled 2 hours and we got 5 drops.
Jeez.
So it depends what we're doing. I wonder what would be your damage if we have life 7%. Oh, that I'm getting 7% lights in my PvE set will actually take quite a while, because I will prioritize PvP over PvE gear, which means I will most likely be leveling with 16% for a long time. And I'm trying to get 7% lights, but it's really hard to find all the 4% cards in City. For some reason, people started to overprice them, and now they are like at 15 mil, when they used to be like 9 to 10. Oh, you see, we already got the first drop, Ector Helmet. Does Bale still need this?
No clue. He's been sleeping for 4 days now, so.
That dude is
Barely
always
spoke.
sleeping. Well, what's wrong with him?
Not my place to say.
Like crazy, man. He's sleeping so much.
Yeah.
Almost like, did you know that movie Red Race? Where Mr. Bean, I think it's Mr. Bean, he's always like sleeping in the middle of whatever, and then getting back awake and acting like he never had slept.
Don't know it, but
Yeah, sounds like Bayer.
I think he will wake this afternoon and will be full energy again. I was planning to play today, but
Yeah, I hope to get 107 today, I think. That's possible with the event. And then I would most likely only be able to get maybe like 108, one more level the whole week until next siege. Due to work, I
what
guess.
percent are you?
78 at
What
the moment.
percentage? Oh, yeah, it should be possible.
And yeah, and there's a quest from 106 to 107 with 23%, so I don't have to level this.
Should I use an amp right now?
Sorry?
Should I use an amp right now?
Sure. Like, I would never level without one.
Yeah, but 1 versus 1. Normally bad XP, so I thought it would be a waste, but it's okay.
Like, for example, if I'm leveling with Andrew or Sipes, they are always HCing, and if they HC the mob, they are basically guaranteed for every mob the highest EXP. Because sometimes if I do not get... Oh, my buffs ran out.
Oh, sorry.
Watering Master.
Was rebuffing you. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, it's no issue. The rest is max, so it doesn't matter. That's just a bit of...
that makes life a lot easier.
It's just a bit of time that's gone. I think the Lava server costs of 7% is actually a lot cheaper than they are now here. Like not not money wise, but due to the F coin value. Because the F coins are twice as expensive in Lava than here.
Sorry again.
No, it was just
really
a stream question. It was just a stream question.
What are the F-coin prices right now?
25-ish.
Really?
Yeah.
Freaking expensive.
I think they will even double in the next month around.
Really?
Pretty sure.
Is it on the C server also that bad, or?
Yes. I think they are at 50 there, or 55.
Yeah, then they will probably be the same here.
Yeah, but on C server they had It's going slower here, the inflation, because on C server they didn't have any pennier things for the early game to slow the inflation down, and we did have at least a couple here.
I don't know, didn't play C.
I only leveled to 65 to test stuff, and I donated there to buy like restats, testing out what's the fastest way to level as a yo-yo jester and stuff. And then after I finished everything, invested the cash, they patched it and I didn't knew anything anymore. So it was totally not worth it.
Yeah, it was that level difference, right?
Yo guys, how's it going?
Oh, what's up?
Hi. Who's this?
Brookie. Brookie.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay-ish. Rosa's forcing me on voice.
That sounds a bit abusive.
It's a good thing, it's a good thing.
To be honest, voice is more distracting than chat,
No, it's not.
but maybe that's just me.
It's just that you're not used to it yet.
Yeah, maybe.
As soon as you're used to it and like you get to know the people and you can joke around with them, it's fun. If it's like you're in voice and no one is talking to you, or it's like really awkward silence or whatever, then it's ridiculous. But if you get to know the people, it's pretty fun. Especially in a game that is not as action-packed as Flyff.
Yeah, true. You're probably right.
You gotta make it interesting somehow, that you're like, for some reason, wasting your life killing mobs over and over and over and over again.
All for a bit of EXP bar.
Why are you playing Flyff? You make it sound so lame.
I'm only playing it because I enjoy PvP. So basically I play it for a one-time weekly event. So yeah. I'm really happy when I'm 120 and I can stop doing leveling and stuff. It's not what's making the game enjoyable for me.
You should be able to reach it now. Some other guy reached 120 yesterday, right?
Yeah, was Kaguya.
How again?
Kaguya. He reached
Kaguya.
120 yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't understand people sometimes. So like there's a
Me neither.
1v1. There's a 1v1 bloke, like, and I've left him like half the spawn. So it's like half and half on the plateau. So he just comes over to my spawn and starts taking it like I can't do exactly the same to him.
Well, if you're the AoE'ler and he's the 1v1 player, then I guess he lost.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, the thing is, I've literally just thought, I'll leave him half the spawn because I know what it's like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 13, that's sheer trade. Watch out, aggro. Well, that was close.
Help. Maybe I should buff myself.
Yeah, you should buff yourself and you should have pills ready, because like after you're getting the first hit, you're running around low life.
Sounds like me. Yeah, I know.
You should have seen it. You should have seen her yesterday trying to take on a Glaffen by herself.
Did I? Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah. I was like, I'm just going to sell, use a scroll of return to town, come back. Just there, like, dying. All right.
I don't remember
I
which
had to
ringmaster
try.
it was, but I had one ringmaster. I think it was Qsang, and we were like leveling. He was supporting me, and then sometimes he's just going with a random AOE, aggroing 4 mobs or something like this, in the middle of the normal 1v1 supporting.
You could at least use Moonbeam.
Well, he never died.
Oh, he never died.
He
He's
never
quite
died.
tanky, Q-Sang, that's it.
But he's 50-50. He's not full in.
Yeah. I mean, top 10 in the arena now.
In the, what's it called, for the cloak? This
Yeah.
Sand Morning Arena? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will not start doing this if I'm not 120.
We was
When
doing
I'm-
it last night after Siege for a bit.
Okay.
It was quite fun. We was absolutely destroying everyone.
Yeah, once you're 120, what else is there to do than hanging out in the arena, trying to score as many points till next week so you have the cloak?
Yeah, true.
Like, if your gear is finished and you do not need cash, like, I don't know, that's, I guess, something fun to do. And I guess that's something, if I'm streaming it, like, more people are interested than, like, watching me grind all day.
Yeah.
That's what you meant by that silence.
The awkward silence.
Mhm.
No, it's not too bad. We're just probably thinking about stuff.
Well, yeah, like, you do not always know something to talk about. I don't know. What do you work?
Porky or me?
Say again, sorry.
I said, what do you guys work?
Work.
Yeah, work. Like,
Oh, I'm
as a
an
job.
engineer. I'm a production engineer.
Okay.
It's in a sheet metal factory, so get like CAD designs sent over to us, do designs and that sort of thing, and then go from there.
And Jean?
Say again, sorry.
And Jean?
I'm an administrator. Boring. No. For the municipality. So
Interesting.
currently supplying Ukrainian refugees for money and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, the way you're
They
saying
still-
it to me doesn't sound like you're too excited about it.
Yeah, it's a bit chaotic and I got a bunch of promotions this year, but it's kind of too much or something.
Cheer trade?
Sorry?
Cheer trade?
Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, I'm level up. Nice. Thanks.
That was such a cheap siege this week.
Yeah, 5 mil entry, man. Last siege we paid 70, but
5 mil, I
overall
thought
it
it
was
was
also
15.
like there's not a lot of people that were there, right?
Yeah. I think people realise they need a lot better gear to compete.
Yeah, but that's always like I don't know, like, for example, if people start getting the mindset that you need to have extremely good gear to play PvP, PvP will be empty for a really long time, basically.
Yeah.
But if they would all just join with the gear they have, it would not matter as much. Of course, the people with the better gear and the better skills will still win, but they can still play and have fun, because then there's actually targets that they can kill as well. It's just like, and it happens on private servers so much, that they always acting like they want to get first place, and if their gear is not good enough to get first place, they will not win. And then when they're joining Siege, when they have finally finished their gear, they then realize that they are not able to do it skill-wise, and it's not claimable on the gear.
Yeah, it's definitely not all about gear.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like...
I definitely felt like I needed a higher ASO. And I was messing up so much yesterday. I could have got 3 or 4 more kills, really.
But did you get the 25, like I said? Because based on their
No,
HP,
I tried to
25 was
restart
perfect.
halfway through, but I don't know what I did, but it wouldn't let me. I don't know if I typed something in the chat box and it was only showing me a certain amount, but it wouldn't let, I couldn't see my restats at all. And then when I come back out, I could see them.
Oh yeah, then it's search box.
Yeah, I think it might have been the search box.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
search box.
I didn't realise it until, like, you know, like Siege sort of panic, buffing yourself, buffing everyone else. And I was like, why can't I restart?
Yeah, well, I cannot say anything against you now, after I failed wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Dude. Before I started to stream, I even made a YouTube community post about it, and I'm already curious to read what the people are commenting on it.
Yeah, I saw it actually. I saw the post.
Help.
It's dead. Yeah, those big ones take a long time to kill because I have the wrong element for them.
It's fine. I'm alive. Thankfully.
I don't know why they did that.
Builds.
Yeah, the desert made them all different elements.
Welcome back to the stream, Nicolas Gonzalez. CS EXP boosts, so I would recommend using them once you are level 1. Probably not the answer you want to hear, but leveling without amps seems really bad at any level stage. What was it, Proky?
So I don't know why they changed all the elements in the desert. Seems just like,
I don't know, like on the other mobs, they did a good job on making the same element for each mob. And here they're doing 2 elements for the mobs. I don't know why. Makes no sense.
on the dragon things, the green dragon things. There's 3, aren't there?
Yeah, well, what the third one is the giant, I think.
Is it? I thought it was just 3 basics. I might be wrong.
Oh yeah, it's actually 3, but the big ones, the lieutenants, I don't think you ever wanna. Oh, well, you AOE, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that's free for you. Because that's one you usually do not want to fight the big ones, because they can one-hit you. Like the big ones
really?
right here, they do 7.2k to me. It's like... I'm unbuffed. I couldn't even level here. Are you using defense upcut stones and stuff like this to level?
Not where I am at the moment, but I will when I have to go to the desert.
Okay.
I don't need it where I am at the moment.
Yeah,
Especially
prior
if
to
I'm sharing
desert,
half the
it's
spawn.
prior to desert you need almost no gear, and in desert then it starts to get grindy. What is the best extra plate? Because I can't afford unique. If you cannot afford a unique, I would wear one Cretin X. If you are able to get your set to a decent plus, so you can maintain a hit rate, wear another Cretin X. If you cannot, wear a Sparkling Sword, a Tetra X, or a Tetra Sword in your offhand. Is that guy stalking us, or is he trying to arrest the other person?
Don't know.
Alone, Giants brauchen zwischen 1 Minute und 30 Minuten für den Respawn, das ist random. Dass man sie quasi nicht on time campen kann. Oh, watch out, big guy.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you.
Oh, we are actually considering going to the Neverlands as a holiday next summer.
Oh, nice.
Because they, what was it called? They have some kind of lake, I don't remember, or like lake and rivers, where you can rent a houseboat and then like drive there.
No clue where you mean.
Yeah, maybe if I find the, what's it called? The
North, middle, south?
I have no clue. Like, my girlfriend just sent it to me and said she wanted to do this, and I was like, well, yeah, okay. Looks fun. I can drive with a boat all day. Doesn't sound too bad. I like boats. Doggo was on the boat yesterday for the first time, and she loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I bought her a little life jacket with a high fin, with a shark fin on the top.
Yeah.
And when we were putting down, I don't know, is it called anchor? Like the heavy thing that keeps the boat in
Yes,
place, I
yeah.
think, yeah. Yeah, when we were putting the anchor down, she immediately started jumping into the water and swimming around. And her life jacket has a little handle on the top, so once she's tired, she came back to the boat and I could lift her out of the water with the handle. It was pretty funny. And all the people that were driving by were were enjoying it as well. Little shark dog swimming around.
Sounds like you have a small cute dog.
You don't know my dog? I thought everyone knows
No.
her already now.
No, I don't watch YouTube or Twitch or anything, so
Okay.
sorry.
Wait a second, where do I kick people from guilds? Let's see.
Go ahead. I don't mind if it has to be like that.
Yeah. Now she's a Belgian Shepherd and she's only 1 year old, so she's pretty cute and
A Belgian Shepherd?
yes.
No clue.
Well, it looks like a German Shepherd, but it's fully black. And the face is more thin.
Are they a little bit
That's
smaller as well?
not a small dog.
Are they a little bit smaller than the German? Or?
The
Only a tiny bit.
The male ones are just the same, but the female ones are a bit smaller.
Okay.
And since she is female, yeah, she looks a bit smaller.
It's with most shepherds or dogs in general.
Yeah. But they're having about 15 centimeter in shoulder height difference from male to female, and that's quite a lot.
Yeah, that's a huge amount.
What do you think about Guild Siege? Shall they update them? Like the classic 5v5 Jumble Road one-shot gameplay? Nicholas, I think you're talking about the 1v1 Guild Siege, and I am up for any PvP mode, no matter what mode it is, to add. Because having only one PvP event in 1 week is not really entertaining for the PvP players. And not having any PvE event at all in the week is really not entertaining for the PvE players. So they hardly need to consider what they actually want to be doing to keep people that reach 120 busy. And they should be adding sieges, tower siege, secret room, all kinds of stuff should be added fairly soon.
I think Secret Room would be fun.
Yeah, secret room is good. We would get our ass beaten though, but it's fun to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it?
Especially since I think really few people of us fully invested into PvE gear. Like many people already invested into PvP gear or started investing into PvP gear while their PvE gear is not maxed.
Yeah. That's exactly like mine.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Nicholas, because I don't know all the shortcuts you're using. Rebuff, please.
Sure, yes, sir.
Oh, yes. It's in the army.
That's how the Germans like it, right?
Not really. Like, I don't know. I like it that my girlfriend is like never agreeing on stuff. Keeps it more fun. I don't know. If it's all like this, yes, amen, yes, yes, then I don't know, it gets really boring.
No, that sounds like heaven to me.
Okay, Nicholas, I have not played any of those games, so I cannot say. But there's so many PvE, PvP modes that were already implemented on private servers. They could just copy those and be fine. They wouldn't even have to put in a lot of effort.
Yeah, they don't need the ideas. The ideas have already come up with it, mate. It's just the coding.
Give us free for all. No, they don't. They can just copy the code on ePvPers, and then all they have to do is reverse engineer it into their own code, which takes like not a lot of time compared to actually doing it all by yourself. And if they're doing it correctly, they can even copy their balance that was made for those PvP modes.
Yeah.
And then adjust it with a multiplier to the damage outputs they have in here, and then they also do not have to care about this. Can we cheer trade again?
There you go.
At what time do you guys want to start Medio and Clockworks today?
I don't mind, really.
Because we should try to do it a bit earlier, so we are not getting into like those really deep late kills during the week.
I think we should start it when everyone can come on.
Yeah, but like,
So,
for example, if I would ask like the guild when they want to do it, it would take them the whole day to even vote for it, and we basically need a decision to do it today.
I will probably do it around 8 p.m.
yeah, I was
local
thinking about
time.
7, 8, yeah. Server time or local. So,
Local, I guess.
are you 1 hour ahead of server time? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm also 1 hour ahead.
We are.
I hate leveling with my own RM.
Instead of having server time,
first.
it would be nice instead of having server time only if they would also add your local time and the time difference at any time. So it's easier for people to convert, because we had a bunch of struggle now with people that are like wanting to participate and stuff and didn't know what server time means.
It's pretty easy to know what server time is. You just log on and see the server time.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, open minimap.
Sometimes the easy stuff is not easy for people. I don't know.
Then don't speak to those people. That's what I do.
That's like 90% of the world, probably. Just don't speak to 90% of the world. There we go.
Oh yeah, this mode that you're telling was already done for a private server, where you basically had a little fortress that you had to attack, and the fortress was built out of totems from the Lusaka dungeon. And in the middle there was a little clockworks for each guild, and the enemy team had to kill the other guild's clockworks while they were defending it, and before that they had to peek through the totems to actually enter their fortress.
Sounds
So-
really cool. I haven't played that one.
It's pretty decent, and yeah,
Sounds
it's
like you
also
need a mix
low
of, like-
coding effort because all the elements are already in the game. You just have to create a map and some
Yeah.
rules around it.
It sounds like a mix of PvE/PvP. So it's like
Yeah, you could have, for example, like if you would go with a full BP and Jester lineup, it would suck. You would need like ranged DPSlers that you could defend and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Or you would need like a tank that can CC a bit while you're taking down the totems and stuff. Because he's the only one that can basically get close to the totems without the enemies having free fire on you. So it was a bit strategic, was fun. The only bad thing is on the private server it didn't have enough players to maintain the lineup at any time. But I think with the player count here you could basically just make it so whenever 20 players are signed up, they will get divided randomly into 10-10 teams, and then you can play. And if they're putting a bit of EXP, like leveling EXP, and Penya for the winners, and like a fewer amount for the losers, then this is actually a viable option for PvP players to progress this way, not having to play PvE.
Yeah, true.
And then you will probably satisfy most of them. Because at the moment, you cannot progress doing PvP. Basically, PvPing slows down your progress because you're paying a shit ton of money to play PvP.
Yeah, that's not.
But you get no rewards for it.
Yeah.
Especially, okay,
from
well,
a
we
cloak.
do not get any rewards. But for example, yesterday with this cheap entries, like the winning guild also got almost no reward.
Yeah, I don't understand why there's no reward for PvP.
I don't know. Dude. I don't know. Why would you remove red chips? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like they could make a shop that could either be including like power-ups that you could buy if they do not want to add 120 sets, or they could have at least kept the red chips so people are able to farm a little and then they are releasing
what they wanna
the
do with it
120
later.
stuff. Or maybe they want to start adding red chips when they release the 120 stuff, or they have a totally different idea and do not make the sets PvP dependent. But I think that would be stupid, because on official, when the 120 sets were released and it was PvP based, this gave a huge boost to PvP and so much more players started
Yeah.
competing.
But they had to, didn't they? For the.
Yeah, they had to. They were forced to, but it's not like, well, of course, a lot of players maybe didn't like it, but a lot of the PvE players actually started to get a hang of it and then stayed in PvP. It was not like they got their set farmed and then they stopped and never played PvP. Basically, by the time they had their set farmed, they were so hooked in for PvP that they didn't want to quit. And the people that didn't like it, they just bought the red chips from our players. What's my fashion set, Cave? My fashion set is a Fantasy Tower Orange set with 10% speed.
Yeah, because
And
currently it just
this-
costs you money.
And this is
Sorry.
why I'm looking like this orange mushroom here, I don't know.
Yeah, currently it just costs you money to play PvP, don't it? Where before you actually be able to use to make money.
Okay, I don't know, that just sounded like one word again, I could not follow what you said.
I said before, like now, it costs you money to play PvP, but before you could actually make money
Yeah,
by selling red chips.
yes,
Yeah.
it was good. Like, I don't know, have you played Flyff?
No.
PvP was the best source of income on the server, because you would have gotten blue crystals in the normal free-for-all modes and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And in PvP, you were getting red crystals, and the blue crystals were used to buy a PvP damage percent set, so everyone wanted this really bad. And with the red crystals, you could buy statted scrolls to go from +4 statted to +16 statted on your parts. So everyone wanted those as well. And so it was the best source of income, because you played like 30 minutes, the power-ups were decently cheap. And if it were good, you could make like 1 billion, where farming 100 mil was about 1 hour of time. So
Oh god, so it's like
the
10
value
hours
was
worth of
really
fun.
good.
Yeah.
Especially, well, it was only good if you actually scored high, but you really think this CS set looks great? I don't like it. I would like to get rid of it, but no options available.
I'd rather have that than the Yelp set, I think.
Like, I don't know. Like, it fits the Cloak of Strength better.
Where's Bale then?
Sleeping?
Sleeping again. Does he do anything but sleep?
No.
Oh, loads of lag.
I don't know, maybe he's like a bear that is doing a reverse winter sleep?
Yeah, hibernating.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the winter he's like running around outside trying to get fruits and stuff, and he will be disappointed.
Maybe we should let them start with doing the dishes or something.
Oh,
That's just really optimistic, let's face it. That's some crazy optimism.
well, there's a machine that does it.
Yeah, same here, but I think my missus wants me to do stuff like that, so...
So Rosa, you're live streaming now, or?
Yes. But I will only stream for 20 more minutes. And then I will have to walk the doggo. So we can, like, if you're fine, we can take like a, what's it called? Like a 20 to 30 minute break, and then we can continue leveling.
Sure.
Rebuff before I die again.
Trying.
Oh, watch out, the back, bro.
Red.
Okay, he's dead.
Thank you. You get your buffs.
You got him? No, I don't.
Better now.
Looks some of what complete now. Yeah, now it's completed.
No, it is. You missed haste.
Yeah, haste is important. I do not have 100 A speed without it.
Maybe I should just put my buffs on my action bar.
Hello, I have a
Makes
question.
life
In your video you
easier.
said monsters ±3 levels that you give less drop, and I can't remember online about that. Can you tell me more about it, please? Well, I don't know what there's more to say. You already said how the rule regarding the best
Okay.
drop rate ±3 levels. So this is the rule, just follow it.
I
Why
think he
can I
means
not
like the
select here?
percentages, don't he? What percentages? Does he mean the percentages? Because that's
I don't
what
know.
I'd be asking. Like, how does it affect it?
I don't know, you don't need to make it that complicated. If you're in ±3 level range, you're having the best drop. If there's like, if you're lower than that or higher, then your drop rate will be worse. I don't know, does it matter if it's like 10% worse or 5% worse?
Yeah, because some people won't know if they want, if it really matters too much. Like if it's a 10% one, it's not too bad. But then if they go out a level like 9, 10 levels, it's like real bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But they will just like, I don't know, you just level 1 hour on the spot, open your inventory, and you will see exactly how much more you got on drops compared to when you do not do it.
Yeah, there's a massive difference. I remember I went to Shoehammer and I was level 89. And before that I was making like 5 mil an hour and I made 2 mil an hour.
Yeah.
So it's a huge difference.
Are you going to upload the seed from yesterday? Yes, I will. What the fuck happened, man? There's suddenly like 20 people that appeared out of nowhere.
They're all waking up, gamer hours.
Yeah.
I need to get to 102 and then I've got to find a spot in desert to level.
Yeah, fun desert will be a fight about spots all day today, I guess.
Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Thing is, if you
It's
AoE
already
them
now, they're
people,
like AoEing, they do not have any damage and they take forever to kill and block the spawn so long. Watch out, there's a red one.
Oh, I've got quite a lot of damage. My AoE's 11k, so.
No, I'm talking about the hit and run players on my spawn.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah, they do
they're
murder.
clogging everything, taking forever to do something. Yeah, he's
And they
doing
usually would be
900
better off
damage.
just killing Glaffs or even Shoehammer because they're level 93 or something.
Yeah, dude, the dude is doing 900 damage. They have 86k health.
900?
Yeah. Like, no clue, dude. Like,
I don't like that. Like,
What happened?
I don't know, got one at it.
At the same time. Weird.
But it's so hard to click you. Because you're not in the party and Nosk is not in the party. It's really hard to actually choose you.
Can't you put not
Because
in the party then?
your body is like not where I have to click. I have to click like at least 3 or 4 centimeters away on our screen.
Weird.
Achtung, Akku.
God damn it.
I think you should board.
Then.
1 second, I think my dog just puked on the floor. Lumi, was hast du da gemacht? Hä? Scherzkeks.
That sounded like a bit of disappointment, nearly. Despair. Oh God, no.
Poor
You're
guy
so
didn't help it.
You're so gierig, you Mädchen, ey. It's not like that I'm annoyed that I have to clean it up. The reason why she's puking is like what's ridiculous. She's like she has access to unlimited water at any times, whatever she wants to do. She can get water, drink. It's like no reason to be greedy or whatsoever. And she sees water, she dumps her whole head into the water bowl, and then is like chugging it like crazy. And then sometimes it's just too much, and then she pukes out like half of the water on the floor.
At least she drinks.
Yeah, it's like it's really hot, and she
Yeah, here too.
often forgets to drink, or like not forget to drink. Like if she's sleeping, for example, like for 3 hours, and then she's thirsty, then she does this. Like she's not doing it like every time. So basically, it's same like if you're getting drunk and you're waking up in the next morning and you really want that water because you're so thirsty and your mouth is so dry.
Like that.
It's like every weekend for us British people usually. There we go.
Today's morning was like, I was at sleep. The dog was so sleepy so she couldn't get up. And then my friend was knocking, yo, you need to drive me to the train station. And I'm like, what? Dude, then I had like 1 minute to basically get dressed, jump into the car with the doggo, drive him to the train station, and I had no water available all the time, and I was pretty drunk yesterday, and my mouth was like dry the whole drive. It was really disgusting.
I'm getting wasted next weekend. So I'm going out with a couple of mates to a salsa party.
That depends. Like, my girlfriend actually wanted to come over next weekend, but she got first she had corona, and then she had an operation due to some stuff breaking in her leg. I don't know how to explain it in English. So like the point is like she doesn't know if she can come or not.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. If she doesn't come, I will exclusively play Flyff and don't do anything else, I guess. And if she does come, we will most likely be making shisha tobacco together. Because in Germany there's a stupid rule that will prevent tobacco sellers to sell anything in a higher amount than 25 grams. So basically you're buying like 3 heads of tobacco, or maybe only 2, depending on the size of your head. And the regular packaging size before was 200 gram. And this rule makes no sense. Like, well, what is it doing? Like, preventing what? What are the violet giants? The violet giants are dropping
Useless stuff.
useless, or not useless, they are dropping upgrade mats, but the thing is that those upgrade mats that you can drop so rarely that it's easier to farm whatever other thing you want to do and then just buy it from other players. So they're useless. They also drop a shadow symbol, and the shadow symbol currently has no use, but the developers told us to keep a hold of it, so it might get a use or might not. So this is gambling, farming it now. But if it gets a use, and currently no one is farming them, right? So if you could gamble and farm those all day long and just speculate that as soon as it gets a use, it's amazing. And then you would be the guy that has the most of it and would be like insanely rich just due to this fact. And thanks a lot, Adelbert Baldago, for unlocking all the channel memberships. Mit wie vielen Versuchen sollte man +3 auf 4 Socken rechnen? Die Success-Chance steht immer dabei, wenn du upgradest. Also weißt du quasi immer, die sagen dir quasi immer, was die durchschnittliche Rate ist dadurch. Ne? Du kannst doch ganz normal 200 Gramm Tabakdosen kaufen im Laden. Nein, eben nicht, das ist ja der Punkt. Das Gesetz wird in Kraft treten, ich glaube Ende des Jahres, und dann kann man nur noch 25 Gramm Tabakdosen kaufen. Darum geht's ja.
Oh, Pony, I was going to ask, do you collect the MP stuff from the desert or no?
No.
Okay.
I usually try to collect nothing. But now I reached the point where you can get the better food from the Captain Bernickies. Like everything 110 plus, I think, drops the food. So, yeah. Ja klar, aber warum soll ich jetzt... Guck mal, die machen so eine Scheißregelung, ne? Quasi. Und warum soll ich denen dann jetzt noch Tabaksteuer hinterher schmeißen? Kann ich den Tabak auch einfach selber machen und mir die Steuern sparen. Das ist viel günstiger, die Qualität ist wahrscheinlich sogar noch besser, wenn ich es selber mache. Oder ist sehr besser, wenn ich es selber mache. Warum soll ich mir dann noch den Hustle machen? Kann ich auch gleich damit anfangen, wenn ich es eh quasi in 5-6 Monaten machen muss. Welches Set rauchst du? Funnel und Smokebox? Ich rauche ein Steinköpfchen mit einem Butcher, eine Eisbazooka und eine Nagilem NPS. Lieblingssorte, Achtung, Akku. I guess Sheen was not buffed, huh?
Maybe. Still trying to fix.
Also Lieblingssorte ist momentan Eiskaktus von Holster, also gekaufter Eiskaktus von Holster mit einem kleinen Schuss Mint Squeeze. Wenn ich Tabak selber mache, dann ist mein Lieblingstabak Orange Waldmeister mit einem kleinen Schuss Mint Squeeze. Das ist auch das Geile am Tabak selber machen, quasi, dass du alles mixen kannst, so wie du es willst. Man macht zum Beispiel auch immer noch so einen Frozen Banana Tabak, der geht auch richtig ab. Ich glaube, war noch nie jemand hier zum Rauchen, der den nicht geil fand. Die Molasse zum selber mischen, ich benutze Jeff's Elements Molasse und kaufe die bei Blubberhaus. Demols ist besser, Benjos. Merkst du was? Tabak selber machen, wenn man weiß, wie es geht, man eine richtige, gute Quelle hat für den Tabak, ist mega, mega günstig. Und die Qualität ist nachher besser. Also ich garantiere dir, jedes Köpfchen mit Tabak, den ich selber gemacht habe, hält länger als ein Köpfchen von getauftem Tabak. Beim gleichen Setup.
Your cannonball on accuracy.
Good call. And in 5 minutes I will be going on a little walk, or maybe a really short one. If it's as hot as outside as I think it is, then I guess the doggo will go pee and like acting like she wants to go back.
How much degrees is it over there?
Sorry, what?
How much degrees is it over there?
Oh,
Outside.
it's 32 outside and currently 28 inside. So it's like,
Gosh.
for me it's way too hot. Like I don't like heat as much. Like everything that's below 30 is like somewhat acceptable. I will not die. But if it goes like to 35 or 40, then I'm almost out of the game. And like, I don't know, just sitting around like almost dead, like not able to move.
I can relate. What part of Germany are you from?
The south, right at the Lake of Constance. That's why it was so easy for us to go out with the boat yesterday, because I'm like, my apartment, it has lake view.
Nice.
It's pretty good. It's like, the only thing that's a
Agree.
bit weird is like, it's one of the most popular places that people go for vacation in Germany. Especially a lot of people that go camping and stuff. This means in the summer it's always flooded with tourists here.
It's good for business, sir.
Uh,
For a lot of people, it creates a good economy, doesn't it?
let's say, if you're in Germany, it's like this. If there's a village, basically, they are getting a part of the income of all the companies that are located there. This means my city, I don't know, what's it called? It's like company taxes or whatever. And this means that my city is pretty rich, because they're getting like from all the hotels and restaurants and stuff, they're getting like a share, which means they can use all this money to keep the city looking really good. Like everything is clean, everything is new. If something gets broken or whatever, they will repair it instantly. So on this part, it's pretty good to live here. And it's only like a small town, maybe not even a town, maybe a village even. But it still has like the funds of like a big town due to the tourism.
I bet it makes house prices quite high, doesn't it?
I'm currently looking for a piece of ground to buy to build a house, and my budget is about 500k, and just for the ground, right? And it's already really hard to find something in this.
That's crazy.
In this budget category. So yeah, it's like, if you have something with lake view, it's unpayable. Like where my parents are, have their house, one row, like they are not exactly at the lake. There's like a train going there, and then after the train, when you have houses directly at the lake, one piece of ground will cost like 20 to 30 million. And if you are behind the train rail, it's about 2, maybe for the same size of area.
That's crazy.
So it's crazy. And it's like, yeah, all those people that are living directly at the lake, those houses are so valuable, it's ridiculous. What's it called? The owner of Shell, this gas station.
Yeah.
He's living in our village. And I think his villa is worth like about 150 mil.
Flyff now.
They got, like, he has so much ground directly at the lake that is not used, just so he has a lot of space to the neighbors, because he doesn't like neighbors. So he basically bought, like, I don't know, like probably a space to build like 10 or 12 houses and then just put one house in the middle and that's it.
Just because you didn't want to speak to people.
Just, yeah, basically.
The biggest form of anti-socialism ever.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I will turn off the stream now because I have to walk with the doggo. It was fun. We might do a stream later, or I will use the time to cut the siege videos and stuff. But you will surely be getting the siege video on Monday, of course.